Today, I'm going to tell you about one of the worst things that has ever happened to me on stage as a musician. And I'm going to tell you how you can avoid a similar situation yourself. So to set the scene for you, my college choir was on tour performing in front of several hundred people. The next song on the set list was a song that featured a violin solo, which I was playing. I went backstage to grab my violin and my sheet music, and that was when I realized I had no idea where my violin sheet music was. So as quickly as I could, I ran through a list in my mind of all the places that it might be. In my music stand? No. In my choir folder? No. On the table backstage? Unfortunately not. The entire show was waiting for me to return to stage, and at this point, I was beginning to panic. I'm a pretty organized person, and I'd managed to keep track of my sheet music for the entire week of tour leading up to this. So why now? And why me? By this point, it had been several minutes of searching with no luck. And if you've ever performed in front of an audience before, you know that every moment of awkward silence can feel like an eternity. Now I was in full panic mode. I actually thought about bailing on the song entirely and just staying backstage, but I knew that wasn't a good option. It soon became apparent that the situation was hopeless, but the show needed to go on, and I knew what I needed to do. So, with my heart racing, I walked back out on stage with a fake smile on my face. I calmly took my place behind my empty music stand, gave my choir director a confident nod despite her confused look, and the piece began. And I'll tell you what happened in a minute. We've all been there though. That moment when you're playing music in front of other people and you realize that you are totally unprepared. Whether it was due to a lack of practice, unforeseen circumstances, or your own mistake, we all know that feeling. I personally despise that feeling, and I want to help you avoid it, especially when you're playing in a church worship band setting. For classical musicians, playing our instruments in a church worship band can be super intimidating. Worship bands are often amplified, they rarely use traditional sheet music, and they seldom have designated parts for classical instruments. And on top of that, worship directors without a classical background themselves often struggle with knowing how to best coach and direct classical musicians. Altogether, for classical musicians new to worship music, it's a recipe for feeling exactly what I felt at that choir concert years ago. The dread of realizing that you are completely unprepared. And that is exactly why I created Sunday Survival Kit. Sunday Survival Kit is an ebook that will teach you everything you need to know to survive in a worship band. Everything from what to play, to what to bring, to what to expect. Maybe you agreed to play in church for the first time and you're panicking about what to play. Maybe playing in a band setting feels really intimidating for you. Or maybe you've been playing at church for a while now, but you're ready to take your skills to the next level. Regardless, this ebook will give you everything you need to know. And the best part of it is that as of right now, we are currently giving Sunday Survival Kit away for free. That's right, for free. If you're a classical musician who wants to take your worship skills to the next level, please take advantage of this opportunity. You will not regret it. You can use the link in the description below to get your free copy right now. But if you've stuck around this long, you probably want to know what happened at the choir concert. How did the song turn out? Long story short, I survived. Missing my violin sheet music, I played as much of the song as I could by memory, which was about the first 25%, and then I just faked my way through the rest of it. It was mortifying. In some ways it was traumatizing, and it was pretty ugly musically, but we made it. The worst part though was that I found my violin sheet music immediately after the concert, and it was in the one place that I didn't check, but obviously should have. My violin case. So I guess the moral of the story is make sure you check your violin case first. If you are someone who wants to grow in your ability to glorify God with your instrument, you are in the right place. Make sure you check out Sunday Survival Kit, and please take advantage of the other resources we have on this channel as well, such as our worship tutorials and our play along worship practice tracks, which I will also link in the description below. Those will be super valuable for you. But that is all for now. I hope this video has blessed you and that it helps you use your gifts to glorify God. Thanks for watching.